So, Patagonia's business processes and big data, their business processes tend to surround their sustainability initiative, such as their supply chain impact initiative, which sources materials with lower environmental footprints and enforces high standards across suppliers. Their Warnware is a product innovation that they have that extends product life through repair and resale and reduces waste while building customer loyalty. With their supply chain impact initiative, they collect large-scale purchase order, cost, and supplier performance records to identify inefficiencies like higher defect rates or delays and optimize operations when sourcing organic cotton or recycled polyester. They have access to internal and external unstructured data by using supplier audit reports, sustainability certifications, and customer reviews to evaluate sourcing risks. It analyzes supplier documents and social sentiment to detect early warnings of labor or environmental issues in the supply chain. They exploit real-time analytics by using weather data, shipment tracking, and supplier system feeds to react immediately to disruptions in raw material supply. They ensure traceability of wool or cotton to meet responsible sourcing standards at each step of the supply chain. And with predictive analytics, they use predictive models to forecast material shortages like organic cotton yields and plan alternative sourcing. The demand forecasting models align with consumer trends with sustainable materials and reduce both waste and overproduction. So, with their Warnware program, consumers can send in used gear for credit or a repair. And with this program, their access to transactional and operational data, Patagonia collects transactional metrics, repair counts, and resale volumes and operational ones, number of centers, and repair guide reach. With internal and external unstructured data, their internal data is repair notes from technicians, emails from customers, feedback from Warnware return forms, and their external data is product reviews, feedback surveys, and forums discussing the product. They exploit real-time analytics by managing incoming used clothing and the outgoing refurbished sales, monitoring which are getting repaired the most and which products are trending and sought after. And with predictive analytics, they have product repair timing, past and current repair data, sales and trade-in data, their seasonal product demands, regional and popularity, and they predict repair parts and can pre-order them. So with the supply chain impact initiative, with the Big Business Model Maturity Index, there are 5 steps. With the business monitoring stage, Patagonia scores supplier performance with audits, data-driven scoring systems, and compliance tracking. The Higg Index and other certification systems allow real-time monitoring of environmental and labor practices. With the business insight stage, internal and external analyses utilizing internal data such as audits, scoring systems, supply chain mapping, and external data from benchmarking and other collaboration. With the business optimization stage, they have an emphasis on environmental sustainability like renewable energy and decarbonization, and social outcomes like living wages and fair trade. With the data monetization stage, their supply chain practices are a market differentiator. They publish audits, approved factory lists, and certifications to build customer trust, contributing to their brand. With the business metamorphosis stage, Patagonia could shift to secondhand sourcing of materials to further reduce the carbon footprint within their supply chain, and their efforts to trace sustainability initiatives to the beginning of the supply chain ensure sustainable practices throughout the entire production, and they're just overall very transparent about their supply chain. So with the Warnware, the Business Model Maturity Index, with the business monitoring stage, they analyze repair accounts to see how many customers are utilizing this program. They research buyers' purchasing patterns and then determine how to incentivize customers to send their gear in for repair and credit. And they analyze prior data to determine which materials are the most sustainable for production. With the business insights, they understand the impact on product quality when switching to sustainably sourced materials and textiles, the number of consumers using Warnware, and they investigate current sustainability practices in regards to lowering their carbon emissions. With business optimization, Warnware collects data on which items are more consistently traded in and out to log which items are more customer preferred and which have more longevity. Data on repairs can help Patagonia learn how to improve their products, and then data from the trade-ins can also determine supply needs as well as demand. With data monetization, Warnware can offer a service where customers can make subscriptions to annual repair and repair kits, and Warnware can become the model for other repair and trade-in services by selling their data logistics. With the business metamorphosis, which is the final stage of the Business Model Maturity Index, the Warnware program shifts from retailer to sustainable resale and repair platforms, and the sales focus can shift from single buy to long-term repeat customers. And then these are our references.